All right, hello everybody. In this video, I am going to go over lesson 17, spring scene, using Google Drawings. So if you do not have Microsoft 365 or Microsoft Word on your computer, then you can use Google Drawings to do this assignment. You cannot use Google Docs because Google Docs doesn't have the drawing tools you need. So you need to go to Google Drawings. And to get there, first you have to open up your Google Drive. And then let me just go to the Google Drive for you so I can show you from there. So you're going to open up your apps. You're going to go to Google Drive. In your Google Drive, you go to New. And then once this loads up, you go to More Options and then Google Drawings right here. So once you open that up, you should have a blank canvas just like this. Okay. So to create this spring scene on Google Drawings, I'm going to start off with drawing a cube for the trunk. So I'm on letter 6A. So cube. Now, if you're doing Google Drawings, you can skip numbers number 3 and number 4 because you can't really do number 3 and number 4 on Google Drawings. You can just skip that and that's fine. We're just going to focus on the shapes. Okay, so the first shape you need to do is for the tree trunk, and you're going to use a cube. So here's the shape tool. You're going to go to shape and you're going to go to this rectangle tool and you're going to make a shape. Okay, so they want you to make it 4 inches high, 1 inch wide. So you go right click and you go to format options, and then right where it says size, you open size up. And so the width is 1 inch wide and 4 inches for height. And then it does it automatically for you, as you can see. Okay, so there's a tree trunk. I'm going to close that. Okay, and then after you do that, they want you to make it a brown fill. So the fill tool is right here. It looks like a paint. And then brown, any brown is fine. So I'm just going to pick this brown, and they say that they want no outline. So if you look closely, there's a black outline and they don't want the outline. So the border outline tool is right here and it's at black. You need to put transparent for no border. Okay, so that's the first tree trunk. The next thing they want you to do, so I'm on letter B, is to use a cloud tool to make leaves. So the cloud tool, you go back to shapes and then go to this little bubble looking thing. It's a cloud, but you're going to use that as leaves. And they want it 3 inches high and 4 inches wide. So you right click again, you go to format options, size and rotation, and you do 1 inch. 4 inches wide, so width is 4, and then the height is 3 inches. There we go. Okay, so there's a tree, and you just put it on the leaves, and you just put it on top of the tree. And then they want you to make it green with no outline. So you pick any green color you want, and then you take out the outline by going to the pencil tool and putting transparent. So there's a tree. Now what they want you to do is group these two together. So they're supposed to see how they're two separate entities. They want to be grouped together. So one way you could do is just drag your cursor over it and it highlights it both. And then you right click and you click group. So again, you right click, you click group, and now it's one thing together. So now if I move it, it's just one thing. I don't have to click both. Okay, now they want you to duplicate the tree. So to duplicate, you're going to copy it. So you're going to just use your keyboard, Control C, and then Control V. So now you got 2 trees. Okay, so now with 2 trees, they ask you to change the color of the leaves. So if you want to do that, you click the leaf part and then you could change it to another color if you'd like to. Okay, so now you got 2 trees. Okay, now I am on letter D. No, I finished letter D. So now I'm making the butterfly, letter E. Okay, so I'm going to move these trees to the side. So this page is actually a little like not the same page as a Word document page. So I'm kind of running out of space. So if you'd like, you could pull the corners to make the size of the page a little bigger. I believe you can go to file. and go to page setup to make it a little larger. Right now it's only 10 by 11. I mean 10 inches by 7. And I want to say that a piece of paper is actually 11 inches by 8. So if you want the size of a paper, it's that. Did I do that? Did that work? Yeah, 11 by 8. Okay, so that's supposed to be the size of a paper. All right, anyways, it still looks big, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to make the butterfly. So you're going to use a heart shape. Shapes, here's the heart. I'm going to make a shape of a heart. It says any size is fine. The fill has to be black, and the outline, the border color, is transparent as well. Okay, so there is the heart, and then they want you to make three circles and a triangle to put inside of it. So I'm going to go back to the shapes. I'm going to make a circle. They want one circle here. They say any color you want, so I'm going to put I'll put yellow. No outline, so transparent. I'm going to copy it, so Control C, V, so twice, so that I can make them the same size. And then, so there's 3 circles. Now I need a triangle, so you go back to shapes. Then I make a triangle. Okay, and then I put it so that it's symmetrical and in the middle, and I'm going to make this an orange. Again, with no border. So there's my butterfly wing. Okay, so now what they want you to do is group it. So I am on letter F, I finished. I used the triangle and circle tool. On letter G, group it all together. Okay, so I highlight the whole thing, right click, and then group it. So now it's all grouped in one thing. Okay, and let's see. Okay, and now they want me to group the heart and wings cubes and duplicate it once. Okay, so they want me to make a second one of these wings. So Control C for copy and V. So now I have 2 of these. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. Okay, and now they want me to make a head and a body. So I'm going to go back to the shape tool. I'm going to go to the circle. I'm going to make a circle for the head and then change it black. No border. And then I'm going to go back to the shape tool and make an oval for the body. So it looks something like this. Okay, and then it goes to black and transparent border. Okay, so there's the body. And then they want me to use the scribble tool to make antennas. So I'm on letter I using the scribble tool. Okay, so I go to the shapes, shape, there's the scribble tool. Where is it on Google? Drawings. I don't believe this is it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, it might be here. Oh, here it is. So sorry about that. So instead of this shape part, you're in this line feature. You go to scribble and then you're going to draw a little line and make sure it's black. So the line color is black. That's perfect. And then you do another ear, mess up ear, but whatever. And then it's black. Okay, perfect. So now they want you to group it. So I'm going to go back to my select button. There we go. So I just click that so it's not messing with more scribbles. Okay, so I'll use the select button and I highlight this whole thing and then I'm going to right click and group it again. All right, so there we go. There is the butterfly body. Now I need to rotate, I'm on letter J, rotate the position of the heart wings on the side of the body and group the 2 wings. Next, duplicate the 2 wings and flip them horizontally. Okay, so they want me to rotate this. So the rotate button is right there in that corner and you just rotate it like this and then put it right next to the body. Again, this little button right here, you're going to rotate it just like that and then put it next to the body. So I have to play with this a little bit and keep rotating it so it looks like a butterfly. There we go. There's a butterfly. Okay, so then they want me to group 2 wings. So they're making me group it. So I'm highlighting it and then I'm going to group it. Okay, and then Control C and V. So the wings are here. So I'm going to rotate the wings again. So I just go all the way around. So now it's the opposite. And I just put it so that it looks like a butterfly. I'm just using my keyboard to make it closer. Okay, there we go. So there's a butterfly. It's really huge. Now it wants me, I'm on letter K, group all the elements of the butterfly together. So I select the whole butterfly. Oh, no, I'm touching the tree. So I got to move the tree over. I'll select the whole butterfly, right click, group. Okay, now they want me to make it 2 inches, 2.5 by 2.5 inches. So this group, I'm gonna right click and go to format options. Format options are right up here as well. So I just click that and they want the width to be 2.5 and the height to be 2.5. There we go. And there's a butterfly. Okay, so there's the butterfly, and then rotate the butterfly at a slight angle. So they want me to rotate it slightly like this. Okay, so there's the butterfly, and I'll move the tree right over here. So the tree is 1 tree, 2 tree. The trees look kind of big for some reason. Did I do that correctly? Yeah, it doesn't have a specific size for the tree. Okay, well, whatever, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm on letter I. No, I'm on letter M for the sun. So use the sun drawing tool and draw a sun that's 2 inches high and 2 inches wide. Yellow, no fill outline. Okay, so I go back to the shapes. I go to shape and I go to the sun tool and I open up the sun and I put it in the corner and it wants me to do yellow with no border. Wait, did they say no border? No outline. Yeah, no outline. There we go. No outline. Okay, and then I need to change it to 2 inches high, 2 inches wide. So right click, format actions. Width is 2 inches and height is 2 inches. Okay, there's my sun. Okay, so now I'm letter, I just want to double check. Okay, there it is. So now I am on letter N. Yeah, letter N. Using the smiley face tool, draw a smiley face 1 inch high, 1 inch wide with yellow fill and 3-point black outline. So go back to shapes, smiley tool. I'm just making it right here. And then I'm going to change the fill to yellow, and then the outline's black, and they want it to be 3 points. So the weight right here is where you're going to put 3 point. And then I'm going to go back to the formatting options by right clicking and go to formatting options. And they say they want 1 inch width and 1 inch height. I just realized the video I made for this assignment for Google on Word, I messed up this part, but that's okay. Hopefully you followed the correct way. Okay, anyways, so let me close that, and then I'm going to overlay this on top of the sun. There we go. So there's the sun with a smiley face. Okay, now I got to do grass. So I'm going to do the explosion tool, and it's 2 inches high and 3.5 width. So I go to shapes, and then I got to find the explosion tool. There it is. So it's in callouts, and then oops, this is the explosion tool. So you make the explosion tool. I'm going to make it green. It said any green. I'll make it this green. I don't like this green. This green, whatever. Green, no outline, so transparent. And then I got to change the formatting options to 2 inches high and 3.5 width. So 3.5 width and 2 inches height. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna close that. So this is the explosion tool, and I just got to overlay it everywhere on the bottom. So I'm going to copy it, Control C, and then V, and I just put it everywhere to cover the bottom. So it looks like grass. And then you just cover all the space. It kind of bleeds over the page, but that's fine. If you were doing out Microsoft Word, then you wouldn't see it bleed off the page. I believe that you would just see it cut off. But since we're on Google Drawings, it's not exactly, but it's fine. It's good enough. So I'm just trying to cover all the white space on the page. Okay. Yeah, so normally you wouldn't see it bleed out, but it's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so now the grass is done, and then I need to change the background to format the page blue. So to go to the background, you right click and you go to background and you make it blue. So you can pick any blue. I'm gonna pick that blue. So again, it was a right click. And if you couldn't find it, I'm sure it's one of these tools up here as well. You can always go to help and then you could type in background. And I'm sure there'd be some help. Well, I guess not. Normally they do have a help for background. Well, but anyway, so it was right click and then background. Okay, so there's the background. And then now we're doing the rainbows. So you're using a rectangle tool and then drawing 1/2 inch high and 11 inches wide red. So I go to shapes, I'm gonna make a shape like this, and then I'm just gonna format it by right clicking, go to formatting options, and it says the height is 0.5 and the width is 11. Okay, and then I'm going to close this format options and turn it red with no outline. So there's red. Okay, and it's 11 inches to span the whole page because I changed it to 11 inches for the page. So now they want me to make red, and then they want me to make duplicate it 5 more times and change the colors to orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And they also want me to arrange it in a specific order. So they want violet on top. So let me just copy and paste this 5 times. 1, Control C, Control V, 2, 3, and I'm just putting it, stacking it on each other. 4, 5. There's a little space. I'm gonna, not exact. Okay, so the top one, they want the top one to be violet. So I'm going to change this to violet, which is like a purple. So I'll just choose this. And then they want it blue. So I'm changing it to blue. Then they want green, yellow, and then orange and red. So this one turns to green. The next one's orange. And the next one's red. That looks weird. Wait, wasn't there a yellow? Sorry. So violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Okay, so I'm missing one. So one more, Control V. Okay. Okay, so violet, blue, green. I don't like this green. I'm gonna change it to this green. That's not a good one either. Whatever. Green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, so there's a rainbow. That's really nice. Now they want you to group it. So I'm gonna click all of them. So to do that, you click it and you press Shift on your keyboard to select all of them. Okay, and then now they want you to group it. So you right click and then you group it. Okay, now what they want you to do is they want you to rotate it diagonal. So it's diagonal. Oh, I messed up. I didn't group the green. Okay, so I'm going to regroup it. So I got to click every single one. I didn't click the right ones. So click. Wait, I'm clicking this and I'm grouping with the green. Right click, group. Is that right? Okay, now it's grouped. Great. Okay, so they want me to rotate it so it's diagonal. And they want me to restretch it so it's across the page. Okay, so I'm going to stretch it so it goes all the way across the page. So I'm just stretching it from the corners. Now it's across the page. Now it hits all the ends of the pages. Now they want me to send it to the back. So it's all behind everything. So to do that, you right click, you go to order, and then you want to send it to the back. And voila, it's in the back. Okay, And you could shift it up and down with your keyboard. So notice that it's bleeding on the outside, and again, that's fine. That's just how Google Drawings does it. So you can't really change anything. And then that's it. So here is your final product. If only it didn't have the edges like this, but if you were to print it, you wouldn't see that. And that's how you do Springsteen on Google